Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. How about that Super Bowl Sunday? Listen, guys, as somebody who I played football when I was like little, but watching the game knowing that everybody was betting on it and all of the other things, um, that was a lot more fun to watch. If your team lost, I'm sorry. If your team won, I'm happy for you. But we're not back to talk about that. Nope. That's behind us until next year. We're back to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle Richards, who I think she believes that paparazzi have a tracking device on her. Yeah, we're going to mention it all. So before we jump in, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Okay, guys, so we are starting with Kyle Richards. Thank you to Reality Blur, but Kyle recently shared a funny moment from Spain that didn't make it to air on the show. Now, while discussing the 13th season, she reflected on the cast trip, revealed if Kathy Hilton will return for season 14, and explained why she believes paparazzi may be tracking her car. Okay, which is illegal, while also chatting about her strained marriage to Mauricio Umansky. Speaking of the unseen moment on the February 9th episode of Access Hollywood's Housewives Nightcap, Kyle recalled a late night moment between her and her co stars. She said, I had some videos, cameras are down, Erica Jane's like face down on my bed. Dorit was trying to get all her clips and extensions, and she had a thread in her hair. Those are the moments why I really do love, doing these girls' trips. Us in our pajamas, waking up the next morning, having coffee together. Next thing you know, Garcelle walks in and Crystal walks in, and it was just fun girl stuff. Now, while her sister Kathy did not film the main season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Kyle was confident that she would eventually return. She said, I do think, yes, that makes sense. If I'm back, I would love to have her back. But following Kathy's reunion cameo, which I was shocked by, which was confirmed at the end of the last month, Crystal alleged that she was the only one who knew she'd be showing up. However, according to Kyle, that wasn't true. I knew. They had talked to me about it. We had talked about it before that, and we're in a good place, so it made sense for her to come, especially after the way that she left off last season. But after an emotional reunion last year, Kyle and Kathy were estranged for a few months. They reconciled last summer, but Kathy's been very supportive of Kyle as she navigates her split. I get messages from her all the time saying, I love you. You're my baby sister. I'm here for you no matter what. Last month, Kyle shared her plans to move out of Los Angeles, but on Friday, she said that she would not be doing so until her youngest daughter, Portia, who's 15, graduates high school. Once she graduates, like high school, I can assess where I'm at in my life, where I would want to live. Who knows? Maybe all of a sudden I'll love Los Angeles again, but I kind of would like to be away from the public prying eyes. She also admitted to fearing paparazzi and the fact that she feels like they put a tracking device on her car. I think there's a tracker on my car. I did get a notice that there was an air tag, and then someone told me that some other person in this position that happened with her. And I watch and I wait and I'm like, look, I don't see them. It's all clear. And then all of a sudden they're there. I already made a call about that. In addition to considering leaving Los Angeles, Kyle has also considered quitting the show. She said, there's times this season that I thought I'm going through such a hard time in my personal life, and I have to show up every day and have everyone coming at me, knowing that it's going, to air in 6 months. And I'm going to have to live with this again and live with the scrutiny and the public and all of that. And of course, I'm thinking, why would I do that to myself? But then for the moments where we go to Spain and we're laughing and have fun, I then forget about the bad stuff a little bit, which makes sense. I mean, it all makes sense. It all adds up. But okay, that day will come, but I don't know when it is yet. When the idea of a pause was then mentioned, Kyle said, I could do that. In the meantime, she's trying to figure out the future of her marriage to Mauricio. It's not that I'm lying or withholding a big story, I'm figuring it out myself. My silence has really been about that. Once I figure it out, you'll know. I'm not going to keep that from everybody. It's getting clearer and clearer for me. It's that it involves my children and my husband and their well-being and their emotional state. It's way more important than a TV show to me. So, because Kyle's decades long marriage to Mauricio was falling apart amid production of season 13 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she found it difficult to watch the season play out, saying, going into the season, I knew it would be challenging because I wasn't ready to share everything, only because I hadn't shared it with my daughters yet. And my husband wasn't, on the same page of wanting to share that information yet. And I knew I had a job to do to share my life. So I was nervous about that. And yeah, I know that, I'm someone who can't fake it. In the beginning of the season, you could tell I was not pulling that off at all. And then I became more and more comfortable about talking about it and sharing it. And it's very sad for me to watch the interviews talking about that, having to relive it again. It's so hard. Hmm. She said, "Can you tell them to give me some grace?" That's what I needed. Now, Kyle was also needing support for her sober lifestyle, which many of her co stars were skeptical of. And she said, "I think Dorit said this is not sustainable." Well, here I am still working out every day and I still don't drink. And I know the girls got a lot of heat for saying that to me, but I don't have an issue with alcohol. Thank God. I wouldn't, get mean. I was just fun. And I think that they were nervous that I wouldn't be. But following last month's reunion taping, Kyle said that she feels better about the dynamic amongst the group. She said, I do, because I've had a lot of things that I wanted to express that had hurt me. I wanted to address stuff with Dorit. I felt hurt. I knew she felt hurt. She's important to me. So I wanted to address that and wanted to answer questions that people may have been wanting to know. It was the strangest ending to a reunion ever. And I'm going to quote Andy Cohen, who said it was the most bizarre ending of a reunion ever. But also during the interview, Kyle looked back at the awkward moment in which Merce, his ashes blew back onto her and her co-star. And she said, "You're trying to be respectful, but you're like, but I also don't want them to go in my face or my mouth." And I literally just took off. I was like spitting. It was a lot. But the speaking of Erica's drunken antics, she said she was amazing. I really wish she, could show every moment. That's so great. It was so much funnier, even in person. It was great, great television. Okay, Erica, we're all about it. By the way, guys, I don't know if you saw on Hulu, The Housewife and the Hustler Part 2 came out, The Reckoning. And Jason, I was going to, let me just, honestly, he'd probably be like, no, don't say everything or share everything. I don't care. Um, this morning, after we left the gym, Jason said, "Hey, will you get me an avocado toast?" I said, "Yeah, I'll go get you avocado toast." So I get him an avocado toast. I'm sitting on the phone waiting for the avocado toast to be done. And Jason texts me and he goes, "Oh my God, your voice opens up The Housewife and the Hustler Part 2." And I was like, "What?" And then I went to go to Hulu on my phone, but I didn't have it on my phone. So I waited till I got back here and I was like, oh my God. It's Adam, then Emily, then Adam, then Emily, then Adam, then Emily. But also, Emily was a commentator on it. So she really, really absolutely killed it. So did Kiki from The Talk of Shame. I thought that there were so many amazing people who were part of this. Kim, also great. But it's interesting. It's wild. And I was saying to Jason too, I can't believe that this has been 3 years that we've been covering this. It feels like, where the hell did those 3 years go? I don't know, but life is just changing so fast. And at what point do we start to enjoy it and stop being a part of the rat race? I don't know. I have so many questions to which I need so many answers. By the way, guys, we are giving away, let me go ahead and bring this up. We are doing a giveaway for a Rose Forever. So you can go to roseforever.com if you do win, and you can pick any bouquet that you want. I thought they were up to $1,000, but they're up to $700. All you have to do is go to anywhere you get your podcast, click on Up and Adam, and then go down, drop a rating, and let us know. The question for today is, do you believe that the paparazzi put a tracker on Kyle Richards' phone or car? I'm curious. Smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.